So hello everybody, my name is Vinith Vendan. I am a psychology second year student. Today I am going to present you my VB.NET project. My project name is Airline Reservation System. We have used Visual Basics 2022 to develop the front end and a back end of the project and a MySQL server for managing the database. So let me minimize this window and I will run the exe file. So you can see this is the exe file. We have created the shortcut in our desktop. So as soon as I double click on this exe file, it will run my project. So let's see. So we have used the timer to increase the value of the progress bar. So as soon as the progress bar reaches its maximum value, it closes this form and opens a new form. So this form is used to used to differentiate between the users. Like if admin is using the software, he can click on this, and if the employee is using the software, he can click on the employee option. Yeah, now let's explore the admin options here. So in this admin options, here we can see the user has to enter the username and the password. So let me enter the username and password. So now I have entered the right value. Let me enter the wrong value. So now I have entered the wrong password value. So if this value doesn't matches in the value present in the database, it will not allow me to enter into the move further. Like let's see. Let me click on the login button. So it is giving an error that is invalid login credentials. So okay, now I will enter a right value. So it will allow me to access the data, access the software. Like now it is allowing. So here you can see we have options for the admin, like flight occupancy, add flights, add employee, update flight info. Flight occupancy is simply nothing like the admin wants to check how much flight seats are occupied. So he can click on this and check how much flight seats are occupied. If he wants to add the flight, he can add the flight by flight from here. He has option add employee to add the employee, and update flights. Sometimes there are scenarios like flights are getting delayed. So for that scenario, admin can update the time and date of the flights. So let's first explore the add flights option. So as you can see, as soon as I click on the add flight, it opens it new form and closes that form. So there is a one condition condition for the admin, like he can only add flights 5 days before the departure of the flight. It is logically wrong if he adds a flight that today and expects that the flight gets full of seats. Flight get booked for all the seats. So this is all about the conditions that admin has to follow before adding the flight. Here you can see a combo box that has few options for the departure at, and same as for the arrival at, and the departure time and the arrival time. Okay, so the departure, there are conditions like validations for this to add the flight. Like if the departure at and arrival at are at the select value and the price is null, and if I try to submit this value, it will not allow. Like it will give an error message that is please fill all the fields. Okay, now I click on the OK. It will go back and it will not give any results. Like now I will click on the departure at combo box and select some destination like Bangalore and Delhi, and select some date like 28, and same as to 28, and departure time as 16 and 16. So there are another validations, like if the departure date and the arrival date are 28 and 27, like it is departing at 28 and arriving at 27, it is logically not possible. Not possible, and the software will not allow him to add the flight. Like as you can see that arrival date is smaller than the departure date, so that's why it is giving an error message here. So if the value is same or greater than the departure date, that is allowed. And there are another conditions related to the departure time and arrival time. Like the departure time is 16:43:46, the same. That is not possible that the flight departures at the same date and time and arrives at the same date and same time. So it will also give an error that departure and arrival time cannot be same. you have to change the value of the arrival time, like 50. So now it will allow you to add the flights. So now the flight has been added to the schedule. New flight added successfully. Uh, as soon as I click on this OK, you can see this there are values in the departure at combo box, arrival at combo box, and we have selected some date and some time and entered some price value. It will all be resetted and resetted to the null value. Null value means in the departure at it will be set to the select, and in the departure time and the departure date, the departure time it will set to the current time, and the departure date will be set at 5 days after this today, like it is showing 27 because today's date is 25 and he can only add 5 flights 5 days before, that's why it is showing 27, and this departure time is set to the 1547. My laptop is also showing the 1547 date, and the price text box gets null. Same thing is done by the reset button. If at some point the user wants to reset whatever value he entered, so he has option to reset the form back. We have another option like add employee. So here in the add employee, uh, we have a form where basically we are accepting every value about the employee, and we have few validations. Let me enter some value in here. Okay, so we have entered a value. These are all our text fields, and this is a date of birth. So if the date of as you can see, the date of birth here is the maximum value is 2002, maximum year, that is it will not allow you enter something which is a date which is beyond 2002, greater than 2002, like 2003 or 2004, because we have kept a condition that employee which is been recruited, it must be must have an age greater than or equal to 20 years. So that's why we have kept the limitation, that is 2002. So anything lesser than 2002 is accepted, like 2001, year 2001 is also accepted here, and beyond that is also accepted, like 2000 or 1998 is also accepted. The next option is gender. Here we have given the radio button to select whether the male, female, or other gender is there. Marital status is also same, like if you enter something like married or non-married, you can choose whichever marital status is your. Now if I try to submit it before entering anything in there, it will give me error, please fill all the fields. That means that these fields are empty, that's why it is giving. Now let me enter something in nationality like Indian, and qualification is BCA, address Thane, and phone number. There is a validation for phone number and email. First I will explain the validation of the phone number, then I will explain you the validation of the email. So if I enter a value, phone number must always be of 5-digit numbers. It will not allow me enter less than or greater than value than 5 or 10. So if I kept something enter some values like which is containing a digit like 5 digits, it will not allow. It will give me an error message, please phone number should be of 10-digit numbers. So now I have entered 5 values. Now if I try to enter more 5 values, it will allow me. It will allow to enter this data because now we have 10 values in this phone number field, and if I try to enter something in the number field, it will not allow. As you can see, it is not allowing because it has reached its maximum value, that is 10. This is all about the validation of the phone number. Now I will explain the validation of the email. So basically the validation of email is like there must be any string before the @. Now if I didn't enter an @ and I just go on with something like this, so it will give me an error that @ should be present. See, @ is missing in the email. So if this is one condition, and if I didn't enter a Gmail by some exception like this, so it will give a domain name missing in the email. Hints it will give a hint like Gmail or Yahoo. So it is necessary. And there are some email IDs like .co.in. Like if I didn't enter .com, then also it will give me an error like .com or .co.in missing in email. It has, you have to enter a .com or .co.in, whichever is your preference. You can your email ID .com or .net, .co.in, you can enter and it will allow you. Now there is one thing that you can see that there is a password it is giving us in the information window. So this is what we are doing is we are generating a random number of 4 digit and it is randomly generating a 4 digit number, and it is showing here and it also saves in the database. The username is same, the full name you have entered in the form. Now as soon as I click on OK, it will remove all the values from the text boxes and everything and clear all the fields, and the data is entered into the database. Now let's explore other options of the user admin. So this is update flight info. There are some scenarios where the flight gets delayed, or so the admin can change the timing of the flight. So let me enter some so here you have to select the flight code and select date, so that we can only change the particular timing of the particular flight. So here it is showing that there are no flights found for the given date or time. So here you can see there is a flight called as which is departing at Bangalore and arriving at Delhi, and the price is 5600, departure time and arrival time. You can change the price also and the departure time and arrival time also. So if the admin wants to change the timing, so he can change, like here you can see there is a 17. We let me change it to 18, and let me make that 19 22. It is allowed here. As soon as I click on the submit, it will change the timing in the database. Like earlier it was 17, now it is 18. This is all it is happening in the update flight info. Flight info updated successfully. If I click on here, it will go back to the first window where it was accepting the flight number and the select date. Okay, this is all about the update flight. Now let's go back, and now I will explain the flight occupancy. The flight occupancy is something like if the admin wants to check how much flight seats had been sold or occupied and how much are empty, he can calculate from here. So let me enter 108 as the flight number and date as 28. And if I click on this check button, it will show numbers of how much seats have been occupied on this flight code and particular flight date. You can see there only 8 flights have been occupied. Rest total 102 minus 8 are empty seats. Okay, so this is all everything happening in the check flight occupancy. There is nothing different or nothing special happening here. So let's go back, and this is all about the admin options. There is nothing more about the admin. So let me log out here, and now we will explore the employee options. So here we have to as like the admin had the login form, same employee has the login form. Now here I will enter the login ID and password. Same validations we have, like the password or username is not matching in the database, it will not allow the user to enter. If the password or the username matches, it allows the user to enter. So the password and username are correct. So now here we have two options, menu and view. So in the menu there are 5 options for the employee. For the employee, this is book ticket, print ticket, update ticket, cancel ticket, and update seat number. So book ticket is something when the employee wants to book some ticket. So let's explore this first option. So as soon as I click on the book ticket, it opens this form. this new form. As you can see, there are different combo boxes for different values. So the from is from where you want to go. Like if you want to select Mumbai, you can select Mumbai, and from Delhi or some Chennai, you can select. And here we have a date time picker to pick the particular date, and it will check if that flights are available or not. So we have not kept a particular date, like selecting if the user select 23, it will not only give you the value like flights on 23. Yes, there are sometimes where sometime conditions like there are not flights are not available on 23 but available on 24 or 25. So it shows the flights on 24 and 25 also, but not less than the entered value. Like it will not show the flights on 22 or 21. Okay, so I have selected this, and I am keeping the total number of tickets like 1 here, like adult 1, and class of travel as economy. Okay, so here we can see there are 2 flights coming. Like I have entered 23 June 2022 as my date, but in my database there is no flights for Mumbai to Chennai on 23 and 24, but it is giving values like 29 June and 28 June. If the employee or the customer wants to book this ticket, he can book ticket, or you can go for another options like. So I have clicked on this option. You can see here there is a flight code, departure from Mumbai, departure time is also there. It's giving the per exact time like 22 June, arrival at and arrival timing, price and economy seats, business seats, and flight number of seats available for the economy, business, and first class. So as soon as I click on the book, it will go to the next panel. This is also a panel. So here the user have to enter the name of the user. Like if I enter something like this, Dinesh, and age as 2045, address is Thane. So as soon as I enter here the project will here the program will take us to the next window. Like it will accept everything from here. Now you can see here we have a seat selection option. Like the user can select a preferred seat. Like if he wants to select the window seat, he can see this design, and he can accordingly select whatever, depending upon what is. If it is economy, it will only allow the user to choose the seats from economy. It will not allow the user, as I am clicking on here, it is not allowing me. It is not enabled here. Only the economy seats are available. As soon as I click on this economy checkbox, these all are checkbox, economy checkboxes. It is giving the seat number in the seat number column. If I deselected it, it will remove that, and another value can be selected. Okay, as I click on the confirm, it will confirm this seat number. The seats selected successfully. Okay, now we can make a payment. In the payment window, here it gives a little details about the ticket, like where flight code, departure at, arrival at, and date of the travel, class of the travel, number of adults, and departure time, arrival time, passenger name, and ticket number. You have to just remember the ticket number before you click on the submit button, so that you don't get confused or have to go into the database or find what was the ticket number. So here the user has 3 options to pay for the ticket, like card number, from card he can pay, from internet banking he can pay, from UPI we can pay. We will go here for the UPI. So here from the UPI, it just accepts 10 value. The value we entered in the UPI ID must be of the 10 value. Like let me enter it. Okay, now if I submit on this, the ticket gets booked, and the procedure of booking is completed. Like this, the tickets booking successful. Now these 2 buttons get disabled, as it is not possible to go back from this procedure once you have done the payment. Okay, so these 2 buttons are disabled. Now you can print the ticket. For printing the ticket, as soon as you click on this, the ticket, you have to enter the ticket number, and you will get the ticket 105. 8. Okay, so now I have entered this 1058 as the ticket number. So here here also we have a validation. Let me explain. So if I enter something that is not in the database, not in the database, so it will give me an error, no tickets found on the given ticket number. So it is checking in the database like if the ticket number exists in the database or not. So as I click on the submit, it will show me the data, show me the ticket. This is the ticket which the employee will provide to the customer. Okay, so this is the ticket, and here you can see guest name Dinesh and the booking date, that is today's date, and the flight details here from where he is going, Chennai, and departure date and arrival date. What is the seat class, that is economy, flight number, ticket number, seat number, status, what is the status of the flight, that is confirmed. And we have not done the coding for the print, like it just gives me like print ticket. This is the future announcement option we have kept, like when we will do the future announcement of this project, we will definitely add a option to print the ticket. There is nothing more to explain about this print ticket. Let me go back. So the booking of this flight has been done. Now print ticket option I have already explained you. There is nothing different, same form is there, same is there happening. Just I have provided an option so that sometimes there is if the employee didn't print the ticket, there is an option to print ticket separately without booking the ticket. So here we have an option to update the ticket. So here also same thing is happening, like it is checking whether the ticket is available in the database or not. So I have entered a random value which is not available in the database, and the second condition is that it checks if the ticket which is getting updated has the ticket which has been booked earlier has the departure time lesser than the current time. Like if the departure time of the ticket that has been booked earlier has departed already, that if the flight has departed already, that is not possible to add. Like if I add to 1023, the flight has already been departed and the update of that ticket is not possible. We are stopping it here. And if I enter something which some ticket number that is that has departure date after today's date or after now time, it will allow us to update the flight. Like it will fetch the data from the database, like the passenger name, age, address, departure at as Mumbai, arrival at as Chennai. You can change something like here if you want to change. There are I have a flight on Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, Delhi for 30. So if the user wants to change, so there are few conditions, like if he wants to update the ticket, like if the earlier ticket, if he is canceling, if he is updating the ticket, that means he is cancelling the earlier ticket and now he is booking a totally new ticket. So if the earlier ticket he is cancelling has the departure time lesser departure time difference, we are calculating the time difference between today's and the departure time. If the time difference between today and the departure time is lesser than 96 hours, it will deduct and 2500 rupees as a cancellation fees. Now here the departure time is greater than 96 hours as the earlier for the earlier ticket he has booked. So it is giving a deduction as 2500 rupees. If the time difference is between 24 hours and 96 hours, it will deduct 3000 rupees. And if the time difference of the departure of the flight is lesser than 24 hours, it will deduct entire 100% of the amount and it will not give any amount to you. So as I click on the yes, it has already calculated the remaining amount and the new flight amount and minused everything and giving me as an amount of 2500 rupees to pay. So here I will use the UPI to pay the amount. So I have to enter 10-digit numbers. So here I have entered 10 digit. As soon as I click on this submit button, it will ticket updated successfully. Now we have to select the seat number here. So the seat number, the ticket number was 1058. So as I click on this, it will automatically fetch the class of this ticket and disable everything which is not a part of that class. Like here it is economy class, it has disabled the business class and first class tickets. Now you can select from the economy class checkboxes like I have selected here. Now confirm ticket, the seat selection successful, print the ticket. Now if I try to print the ticket 1058, here you can see the ticket has been updated. Same conditions we have for the cancelled ticket. Here for the cancelled ticket, if the user enters something, a random value which is not present in the database, it will give the error. And if the flight has departed and the customer is trying to cancel that ticket, it is not possible. Like if I enter something like 1023, the flight has already been departed and the cancellation of the ticket not possible. And now I will enter the new ticket I have booked 058, and if now I want to cancel, the same condition applies. Here you can see the departure date is 30 June 2022 and the today's date is 22. So it will calculate the difference between the departure date and today's date, and now it will calculate it in hours, and if the difference hours is greater than 96, then it will deduct 2500 rupees, and if it is between 24 and 96 hours, then it will deduct 3000 rupees, and if the time difference is lesser than 24 hours, it will deduct entire amount and the customer will not get any amount for that. So here you can see it is giving an information that 22,500 rupees will be deducted as a cancellation fees. Are you sure you want to cancel the ticket? If the user clicks on yes, it will definitely cancel the ticket. So now the ticket cancelled successfully. Refund process is initiated. The refund will be done according to the ticket book. If he has booked from the UPI, he will receive it through UPI. Okay, now there is the last option, that is update seat number. Update seat number is something like if the user wants to update his seat, so what it is doing is it is fetching the data as the class firstly, and it is fetching everything like which all the seats are being already booked. If this seat has already booked, the checkbox will be not available for that, and the user will be unable to choose that. Now I will choose something like this and confirm the seat. The seat has been confirmed. Now if I print the ticket, you can see that the ticket number seat number has been updated here. Now all options are been explored for the menu. We will explore the options for the view passenger list. Here for the passenger list there are three options, like if the employee want to fetch the passenger list from the database according to the flight number, like if the flight number is 101, here you can see every flight number, every passenger from these flights is available. Like you can see the passenger names and the flight code is same, and if the employee wants to fetch through the date, you can select here date. Like you can see every passenger detail here, every passenger ticket or here is of the 28th date, 28th June. Or if you want to search by the name, you can search here like any name. Yeah, it gives me gives the result. Few flights has also same coding vacant. Like if the employee wants to view flights according to the flight code, he can see. Here we have not kept any condition like today's flight only or tomorrow's flight only. It is only giving me the flight that has existed in the future or in the past on the code like 101. You can change the code and see the flight has been changing, data has been changing. Here you can fetch the data according to the date. If you want to view flights on 28th June, there is a if the employee has a condition that fetch the data for 28th June, he can see the 28th June. I think there is a flight for 12th June also. So you can see all the flights are for 28th June, but the departure and arrival place and the flight code are different. This is all for the view flights. payment detail, here if the employee wants to fetch the payment detail of certain passenger, he can easily fetch that using using the ticket number. He has to enter the ticket number, and here already here also same, we are checking if the ticket number is existing in the database or not. And if I click on this submit button, it will show you the ticket number, ticket details, like what is the passenger name, what are the ticket number, amount paid, what was the payment time, when did he did the payment, what was the method he used to do the payment, like here he used the UPI ID, and the UPI number will be shown here. Okay. This is all about the payment detail. Now I will show you, there is the last option of this project. This is the last option, that is cancel ticket. This is the cancel ticket option, where if the employee wants to fetch the data or want to know what flights get, what passengers tickets get cancelled on the particular date, he can choose, like if I click on 28, so you see here he is showing the passenger name is Nimish. Nimish Patil, he has cancelled the ticket, and the ticket number was 1057, and if the user wants to fetch the data according to the flight code, so here you can see 108, there are data that has been here there are tickets that has been cancelled on 108 ticket flight code. So this is all about my project. Thank you for watching this project. That's all. Bye bye.